Y'all know what it is? It's the Dolla Yayo show. Tap in.
Let's talk, 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 let's talk. So we gon' talk about it, let's talk. If we gon' talk about it, let's talk. If we gon' talk about it, gon' talk about it, gon' talk about it, let's talk. Let's talk, 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 let's talk. So we gon' talk about it, let's talk. If we gon' talk about it, let's talk. If we gon' talk about it, gon' talk about it, gon' talk about it, let's talk. Let's talk.
What's the word, Yayo?
How you doing?
All right. What you got going on?
Nothing much. What you got going on? It's echoing.
How you feel today?
Feel great. How are you?
And I can't complain. I can't complain, you know. Taco Tuesday. I guess we have some tacos. Today is Tuesday.
Today's
Today
Tuesday.
Wednesday. That was yesterday. Taco Tuesday was yesterday. I'm a day off.
Yeah. What are you doing? You're a day off.
I am a
I
day
want some
off, Jay.
tacos. That sound good.
Man, that's what I think I'm gonna cook anyway. I miss it. I gotta
Yeah.
cook.
Tacos sound good right now.
So we're gonna let the people come on. And we got a question for y'all. Y'all see the question?
Y'all see it.
Is today's women, well, today is the women raised today is they raised to be housewives? Is they raised to be wives, right?
Right. That's the question. But let them come on in.
Y'all
They
come on
coming
in.
in. I see it on the they coming in.
Y'all come on in so we can talk some shit, man.
We want to talk some shit. Like last time they got on me, Dollar. So I said Dollar gonna get my ass this time. But
Yeah, let's talk some shit.
let's talk the shit though. Hey.
So yeah, you know what you think? Is the women raised today? Is women raised to be wives?
Not today's women.
And
Not
explain
all.
yourself. Okay, explain
Not
yourself.
all. I mean, we talked about it, but most women wasn't raised to be wives. We were raised to be independent.
Strong and independent.
Strong and independent.
And don't need a nigga. Y'all was raised to be strong, independent, and don't have to need a nigga for nothing.
That's
you know,
how most.
that's how y'all. That's how most. That's how most. We got to say that's how most women, especially in our culture, was raised.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So the question today, y'all, you know, because it's some good women out here, but hey, it's the women of the day. Is they raised to be wives or they raised to be single?
You
know why?
They wasn't raised to be single. They were raised to be independent. There you go.
But that's why. So do you feel like that's why so many of them single these days? Because the way they was raised.
Can I just say what Malcolm X said?
Yeah, what he said.
Okay, this is some free game.
Okay.
A child's first teacher
Mm-hmm.
is the mother.
Yes.
Okay, that's the first teacher of a child. The message she give that child is the message she gonna give the world. Is what the message is what the child is gonna give the world.
Yes.
So a child first teacher is the mother. Most mothers were single parent mothers, and they're gonna raise single parent daughters and sons. You hear what I'm saying? Like
because what they do, they raise women. These women is raised. They raise. They tough. You know what I'm saying? Like when you deal with these women these days, they most of them tell you, I don't need no man. I can do this by myself. You know what I'm saying? So I really believe that what you said is the truth. Like these women today is raised. They ain't raised to be wives. They raised to be independent, strong black women.
Right.
Who don't need a man for shit.
Now another thing, here's another thing. This is just my opinion.
Okay, because we finna get to talking shit. Because you know I'm finna go off in a minute. I'm just sitting up here letting them come on.
It's okay, but I'm $2 today. But behavior is also a language.
Yeah.
Behavior. So a child is only going to see what the mother do, not what the mothers say. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to watch their parents' behavior. And I'm not just blaming on the mothers, the father too. Don't get me wrong. It's the parents. So they're going to see the behavior. The behavior. What people don't understand, behavior is a language, people.
Yes. And then you gotta look. Then like you say, like even like most people was raised by their mother. You know what I'm saying? And their mother, like, you know, even though you had a father, some of us had fathers, and our father wasn't in the same home with us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but my mama raised me in a way. My mama raised, but my daddy now really raised him and my uncles now. You know what I'm saying? But my mama didn't play no games. She whooped your motherfucking ass.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But she did, like, I believe that, because when you look at the situation these days, a lot of women are single. And a lot of women saying they don't need no man. Bullshit.
Because they see their mamas do it, which they think they mamas did.
But why the fuck? I just want to know this. Why the fuck a woman think that they don't need a motherfucking man and we was put here to be with each other? Why do women feel so indie? Why they ain't
clap?
Why we here? Clap, please.
Clap for that one. That's like the smartest shit I heard you say today.
Yeah, man.
But that's true. Amen. Biblical,
like
amen, Dolla.
Like a lot of women, you know, like they good women, but they too motherfucking strong. Like they too tough. Like the women these days too cocky to me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but no, like if you're a submissive woman. Like a lot of women weren't raised to be submissive.
No.
They weren't raised to be submissive. They was raised to be strong,
independent
black women, independent women.
Yeah.
And I think that got a lot to do with what's going on with the kids. You know what I'm saying? Why it's so fucked up, because a lot of these women, the baby daddies weren't in the kids' life. So these kids is out here doing all types of shit right now. You know what I'm saying? I think the world would be better off if the ladies would have let the men be in them kids' lives. Instead of just because you and that man ain't fucking around. You know what I'm saying? You don't want the kids to deal with him. That's bullshit.
Right.
I've been trying to tell you that shit. I don't believe the shit right. They ain't raised right. These motherfucking women ain't raised to be wives.
But let me, as a woman.
Why y'all ain't talking on our, hold on, man. We need y'all to come in. And y'all need to talk some shit on this motherfucker, man. We want to know. Was today's women raised to be wives? And the answer is hell no.
No, they wasn't raised.
Because I'm going to tell you this, if they was raised to be wives, think about this. They want to be all that motherfucking homosexual shit going on, that lesbian shit going on with the women. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn. Women, you fucking kids up. If you got kids in your house, why would you want to be a woman living in the house with another woman? You giving them kids strange thoughts. That's why the kids out here fucked up right now. The boys don't know if they're boys and girls don't know if they're girls. It's because with some women, and not all, but some women, they didn't teach their kids the right thing, man. They babied them. You know what I'm saying? They make them think everything they do is right. They make them think like they friends and all that shit. You can't be a friend to your kids. You got to be on your motherfucking kids. And these little boys, when boys get a certain age, they need a man in their life. Mm-hmm. For real, man. Young boys need a man in their life. They got to, because if they don't, and they got a woman growing them up, they're going to be bitch ass niggas, most of them. Not all, but most of them. Because there's some women out here that stump down and they can raise their boys to be boys. But a lot of women, they ain't raising their boys to be boys. You know what I'm saying? And that cause they weren't raised to be wives. You see? They was raised to be single parents, independent, strong parents.
Right. Said no cap.
For real. Motherfuckers gotta understand this. The world fucked up today because everybody made a decision a long time ago when they took the man out the house. And they chose the government over the man. And this is why we're dealing with all this violence out here in the streets, with the situation with the young boys, because ain't no man around them telling them structure. You got to have a motherfucker around you when you're a young man growing up. Because when I was young growing up, I was wild as hell. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I needed my uncles and daddy and them, the OG niggas to tell you, like, sit your ass down. You ain't doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? That saved a lot of niggas' lives. And a lot of young kids don't got that, man. It's sad. everywhere you go, you see these young boys, and they just ain't right, and that's because the women have raised them, and they ain't raised them kids right, man. They
Well,
ain't
let me
raised them
say
right.
this too. I'm not blaming all on the women or the men, but I
Who
will
take
say
the blame
this.
to?
But you know what?
Somebody got to get blamed.
Well, like I said in the beginning, the woman, the mother, is the child's first teacher, right? Do you agree with that?
Hell yeah.
But listen, I don't know if you noticed. The other day I made a post about I was like in my 30s, early 30s when I had
Yeah.
my first house built. And
Uh-huh.
ladies, I'm just talking just out of experience, okay? I had a father in my home. My dad died on my 18th when I was a month before I was turning 19. And
Okay.
my daddy had a house built. It's very important that if it's a father trying to be a father, don't get involved with taking that father out that kid's life. Because the father is the kid's hero, the mother is the kid's teacher. You get what I mean? But that's where most of the kids get their motivation and their inspiration from is from their fathers.
I'm googling some information
Okay.
so we can so y'all can know that we talk about facts about a lot of y'all weren't raised to be wise. And I'm asking, and
Uh-oh.
I'm seeing how many single women it is in the United States, and there's a lot of
Single women in the but sometimes
single, independent. Because women is listen, man.
okay, what did it say, Donna?
Listen. I'm getting to it. Listen here.
Okay.
You got these women, man. They got to understand divorce rate in the United States. What you think divorce rate is?
60%.
69. You was close.
Close.
69, 70% right.
Right.
So who is the I'm gonna ask you this too. Who is the one who mostly want to get a divorce? The man or the woman?
The woman.
And why you think that is?
Independence. They too independent, we too independent. Am I right or wrong? Where am I?
I don't know. I'm trying to we want to ask the people. Y'all come in and talk with us today. Y'all
No.
come on this motherfucker and talk with us. Well, I'm trying to find you can go on I'm trying to find this motherfucker the voices in the United States. I want to get the right thing because I think it's like 69%. And that's a high rate. And why I'm gonna ask you this. So you say what is one main reason why women get divorced?
Independent.
Do you think it because it ain't cheating? A lot of women break up with a
No,
lot
it
of women
ain't.
separate from their husband because he don't do what they what they want me to do. He ain't taking me here. He ain't
Well,
showing me this enough time. He
sometimes,
ain't doing
Tyler,
this. He ain't
hold
doing
on,
that.
Tyler. Sometimes it's more emotional. Men are not big communicators. Men don't like to communicate. They don't like to talk. They ain't gonna sit up and just talk all day. You get what I'm saying? Men are
Right.
not big talkers. So sometimes it comes into a woman's life where a man disappointed her. That's why she's
Hey,
getting
I
a
need
divorce.
y'all.
No
What's up? What's up,
emotional
Suge?
stability.
Hey, I
Hey,
need y'all.
everybody.
Hey, all y'all on here, we got a question, man. Ask the question, hey. That's what we talk about today. How many is women today was they
Wasn't
raised
raised
to be
to
wives?
be wives. Was today's women raised to be wives? Yes or no? I don't think so. I believe
Divorce
that
rate.
today's women was raised to be independent. If you listen to the young kids today, they don't. It ain't nothing about them that I'd be like, damn.
And
With
not
that
to,
attitude.
I'm finna find this shit. And not to jump off the conversation, but
Hmm.
you can just tell by how the motherfucker is. Like these kids ain't, you can tell these kids today ain't raised right. They don't even show their parents the love that we used to show our parents and shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's not
Like
even the love. They don't show the respect.
they don't show the
These kids'
respect or the love or
respect level
nothing.
is different. Like, you disrespectful little brat. You
You
like
know,
the respect level of today's children is different. Sometimes I have to grab my granddaughter. Like, no, all that neck popping, stop it right now.
but who raised
Stop
them though?
that shit. Yeah, the mama raised them. The
Okay,
teacher.
then. Okay. I
But
mean, so
shit. But grandmama in the life, so grandmama visiting, check that ass.
you
Like, yo,
got man. Listen, you better whoop their ass.
who you
Shit.
popping at? Who you neck rolling at? Stop that. And you know what? It's very important that I teach my granddaughter. I let her know, be a lady, act like a lady. Always act like a lady. I was taught that a long time ago. Even though I rap and I cuss and stuff, I remember some of my OGs to be like, "Why you cuss so much? That is not ladylike."
Yeah, I've heard that a lot.
Yeah, like, why you curse so much? So when I'm, even when I'm with my husband, I don't cuss. Like, Now he knows that, I gotta cuss on the podcast or cuss in the rap or something like that. But my submissive level, you know what I mean? Like, no, I
Hmm.
ain't doing that. Because like I said before, the submissive woman controls the man.
Yeah.
This how
Yeah.
submissive I am, Dolla. I got the t-shirt on.
Oh man, I ain't seen the t-shirt.
Did you see the t-shirt?
Man, you say I love my husband, man.
And you know what? There's something. Shout
Man, your ass is fun, hey man.
But you know what? Here's what I'm saying though.
So let me ask you this. I want to get back talking about this.
Okay.
How was you raised? When you grew up, how was you raised?
I was raised to be a wife.
Okay.
Let me
Could you
tell
share
you
that? How was
why.
you raised? Yeah.
Okay. Listen, my mother never said anything. I only watched her behavior.
Okay.
My mother was with my father until death did them apart.
Okay.
They were together. She didn't have children before the marriage or anything.
Mhm.
And when I was 4, maybe 3, 4 years old, my dad was diagnosed with arthritis from Asian orange, a skin disease.
Okay.
He was in Vietnam War. So my dad got very, very sick and ill. So my mom and dad had 4 children. Okay. And he came with, a skin disease with no cure. And the skin disease, it was called scleroderma, was the name of it. And anything that the skin touches, it will depreciate, right?
Hmm.
So when my dad died, he was only 81 pounds.
Damn.
His lungs was the size of a quarter.
Okay.
Okay, when he died. And like I said, I was 18, about to be 19. And long story short, my mom went to work, came home, and took care of my sick dad and her 4 children all the way up until my dad died. She didn't go to the club. She didn't go out. You know what I'm saying? She went to church every now and then on Sundays if she could. So this is what I saw as a woman behavior. My dad was also a vegetarian all my life. So he never
Okay.
ate meat. So I watched my mom would cook dinner and then
Uh-huh.
cook a vegetarian portion for him too. Don't
Yeah.
forget, she worked too. And my dad was a hard worker, but he was on disability, but he owned business. So, he was into real estate. So, with that being said, he was still a provider.
Mhm.
So, but I remember me and my mom having an argument at the mall. Remember when
Okay.
Jordache jeans and stuff like that was in style? That's how young I was. And I
Okay.
was like, Mom, I really want these jeans. She was like, I got to ask your father. I gotta ask your father. And I'm like, but wait a minute. You an accountant for General Motors. Why you gotta ask daddy when you got your own job? And you know what my mama said to me? With an attitude like that, you will never get married.
Because but what it was back then, yeah, the women did ask the men before they did anything back then.
Man, I was watching my mama hand
Man,
my daddy her whole paycheck. Like, here you go, baby. And daddy put it in the bank. He paid the bills and he bought businesses. But my mama was very well off. You get what I'm saying?
yeah.
Because of what my daddy did. But you know, people, the things that I would do, people would be like, oh, you don't let that man control you. But no, I'm just letting that man be the man of the house. Because that's what I saw my mama and daddy do.
Yeah, I remember when I was young and my grandmama, I used to have to go down south in Tennessee, in Memphis, and my grandmama, shit, she wouldn't do nothing without my granddaddy saying something.
Yeah,
Shit.
ask for
It was
permission.
always ask your granddaddy.
You gotta ask your granddaddy. You gotta
Man, you gotta go out there and
ask.
ask your granddaddy. I have to be like, God damn, man.
Look, let me tell you real talk. And this is about respect.
Okay, I'm listening.
Okay. When my dad died, it made me closer to my grandfather.
Okay.
And long story short, I'll never forget. I wanted a caddy truck.
Uh-huh.
Remember when the Escalades came out and I had the burgundy one?
Yeah, I remember that.
I didn't even have a job. My granddaddy got that for me. But because I was such a good kid, and I'd be like, Granddad, you need anything? Granddad, I'm fixing to bring you a plate. Granddad, I'm around. I bought you a hamburger. You know, I always go check on Granddad.
So
My mama would say, my granddad, granddaddy ain't never did that shit for us. You get what I'm saying?
you was
But
your granddaddy's favorite.
But my granddaddy had about 3 favors, but I was on the top. Okay,
Yeah.
the oldest, shout out to my cousin Sean, I love you, but that's granddad's heart. But I came somewhere between baby Trey, shout out to Trey, and then it was me, but I got the caddy truck. And you know what my granddad said? Get the one in the showroom. Ain't no miles on that. How many miles on that? It was 3 miles. Granddad made them pull that shit out the showroom for me. But Granddad needed a plate. And Mama cooked. I would take Mama plate. And Mama didn't even know what I was doing. And I wrap that shit up and go take it to Granddad. Respect will open up so much doors. But that's how Mama was.
Yeah, that's how you had to be though back in the days. You know, we grew up, you had to be respected.
Yeah, you got
let me tell you a story. I remember this was one thing that taught me respect. My mama had sent me down to Memphis. Every year when school get out, she'd shoot me down to Memphis.
Right.
So I'm down there in Memphis with my granddaddy, man. And him and his friends sitting on the porch talking.
Right.
And I came outside like, Granddaddy, can I have something to eat? Man, he slapped me so motherfucking hard. You hear me? Bow! Didn't even quit talking. I'm like, what the fuck? Man, and when they had stopped that conversation, he told me, get my ass in the house. And don't I never did talk with him and a grown man talking. If you see me talking to a grown-up, you say, excuse me, granddad. You wait till they get through talking, and then you be like, excuse me, granddad. But that taught me right then, shit. My granddaddy damn near knocked my motherfucking head off.
Yeah, granddaddies will whoop you too. I got whooped by a switch too. Me and my oldest cousin got the most whoopings by granddaddy.
Why? You was bad as hell?
I was a black sheep. Believe it or not, I'm the black sheep of my family. You couldn't tell?
Man, please.
You
ain't no way in hell.
No, believe it or not.
I'm about to ask Malika that, man.
Man, Malika tell you Angie is the black sheep of the family. Yeah, when I was 22 years old, I left and moved to Atlanta. I got the fuck on down. 1996.
You came down here at 22. I wish I would have came to Atlanta in my motherfucking 20s.
Yeah, in my 20s, I got the fuck on.
Yeah, that was the best time. Now, I'll tell anybody this. Let me tell anybody this. The best thing you could do, and this ain't even got nothing to do with what we're talking about today, but the best thing that you could do is leave your city and move somewhere else.
It says it in the Bible.
Yep, and you'll see a whole different change. It'll fuck you up.
Right.
You'll be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? And I love my motherfucking city, Flint, Michigan.
I love Flint.
You know what I'm saying? But I just wish I would have left like in my early 20s too.
You know what? If it don't work out, you can always come back home.
You can always go back to the crib.
And I came back to the crib. I came back to the crib and I learned some more game. Bone had me rapping.
Now let me tell you this.
And guess what? That's how Yayo was created for coming back.
Sometimes you're gonna have to lose to win. You hear me, man?
Love something, let it go.
Man, sometimes you're gonna be at your downest, and motherfuckers be look over you like, man, and be like, fuck you. Right. But as long as you stay faithful to God and pray, you'll look up, man. You'll be right back up. You know what I'm saying? So anybody can do it. You know what I'm saying? You can't let a motherfucker stop you from doing nothing.
Yeah, we got to give God applause. But yeah, you don't never stop. You don't never give up.
And you say you built your first house at how old you was?
I was actually 30.
30.
Yeah,
Man, that's a
30
good
going on
age.
30. And it was built, but I saw my father do that.
Hell
My
yeah.
dad died at 51, so he had his house built at 48, 49. So
That
he didn't
motherfucker was
he got
cold.
to he still got it. Mama's still there.
Oh yeah, I
But
know that.
yeah, but the point is, where did I get that ambition from?
Let me ask you this too.
Father, okay.
Being 30 years old and getting your house built from the ground up, how did that make you feel?
At the time, it made me feel great. But I lost that house.
Yeah, I
I
know
was
you told me.
homeless. I lost that house. And I moved to Vegas after. But
You
it
were
was
homeless, man. You can't don't say that. You were
I
homeless.
wasn't gonna say homeless, but I lost everything because you're not homeless when you can always go back to your mama house. But my pride wouldn't let me go back to my
Hell
mama house
no,
at the
man.
time. When you lost everything and lose everything, sometimes your pride can get in your way. And I moved to Las Vegas once we had that conversation on the last show that I moved to Las Vegas with $600 in my pocket and lost everything.
Yeah, but sometimes you gotta put that pride to the motherfucking side, man. Fuck that shit.
But I'm glad I did come to Vegas.
Well,
I'm glad I did come.
It was better than going. It was I would have went there too. But what I'm saying, when a person's like, sometimes people just be, they have too much pride. You know what I'm saying? Shit, if you need something from a motherfucker, you gotta ask. Don't nobody know if you need unless you ask.
I never forget when I lost everything. I was like $275,000 in debt.
Damn.
Yeah, I had to file bankruptcy. I'm no special. I'm keep it real. I'm struggling.
Hell yeah, but you gave. But shit is all about the comeback.
The lesson that I learned.
Yes.
The comeback. Now when I bought a house, I'm paying that interest rate. I mean, interest rate. You get because I learned.
Mm-hmm.
It's echoing.
What's echoing?
Me over this side.
Is it echoing still? Huh?
Mm-hmm. It's okay though. I turn it. See if it down a little bit.
Well, y'all, we just coming on talking a little shit. You know me and Ye just like getting on this motherfucker talking, chatting. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to start interacting with us. Y'all bullshitting around, man.
You know what it is.
No, y'all got, people got to start. You need to interact. For real. Simple as that, y'all.
It's okay. But you know what, Dollar? At the end of the day, me and you just got to do us. We going to have our conversation regardless. I had a shout out to Coley. She called the other day and was like, your show so dope. Yayo, you and Dollar dope as fuck. So, you can't deny it.
Oh, no, we good, man. I just like talking shit.
They watching. It's showing right here. Thing. Over 40 people done logged in and saw this shit.
Yeah, we gonna get this bitch bubbling though this year.
Yeah, it's gonna
we're gonna get this bitch bubbling.
So what you got up for the rest of the day?
Talk shit. We gonna talk some motherfucking shit. That's all the motherfuckers we do. I'm gonna sit back. I'm drinking me a little bit of wine, and I'm sitting back chilling.
I'm having my coffee. It's a little cold. It's 60 degrees.
Man, you know what's crazy? They said supposed to be a snowstorm in Atlanta Friday and motherfucking Saturday. But you know what's so crazy? When they had a little storm. I'm from Michigan, so I know that storm shit that we had, that shit stuck down.
Right.
Man, they had a little storm down here. Yeah, it wasn't even enough snow on the ground, man. You could kick the snow away, it wasn't that much snow, but it was icy.
Right.
Man, do you know motherfucking cars was pulled over all in the main road, man? They had to get out their car and walk. Wow. They couldn't drive on the motherfucking ice. Right. There was so many cars. Every street you turned down, it was cars out there. In the middle of the street, you have to go around the bitch. Yeah, they can't handle it down here. They need some ice trucks. Yeah. I know they don't always have snow, but in a certain time of the year, they be having a little ice. They need some ice trucks. Them salt trucks come out there and put some salt in.
Right. They can't handle all that.
Hell yeah. Well,
I'm
y'all,
glad Vegas don't have that problem.
hey, what's up with you, cuz? Yeah, y'all, we just came on this bitch talking a little shit. You know what I'm saying? We want y'all to have a great day. We want y'all to like and share this motherfucker. Anything you got to say, yay?
Hey, like and share and support and peace.
We out this motherfucker.
Bye-bye.
Y'all know what it is? It's the Dolla Yayo show. Tap in.
Let's talk, 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 let's talk. So we gon' talk about it, let's talk. If we gon' talk about it, let's talk. If we gon' talk about it, gon' talk about it, gon' talk about it, let's talk. Let's talk, 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 let's talk. So we gon' talk about it, let's